What is that? Whistler's mother?
You talk more than anybody I know.
Oh, I know. That's why.
Normally he does.
Yeah. That's why it's really weird. I'm like, who is this guy?
I figured you would get comfortable and
Did
start
John
talking.
catch a brain slug? What happened? It's John. All right. Oh, we are recording, so let's get ready. Welcome back, universe, to bonus episode 35, our first ever 35th bonus episode. Mark is not here for the other one, so that would be where Mark talks, Molly, so you got to do it. Coming to you from the studio.
To be named studios in Grafton, Wisconsin.
All right, and we're back with Roy Scholtka and his muscle again. And we got a couple stories to talk about. They got to get out of here quick, so it's going to be a shorter bonus episode. So since John already saw this one, how about a little episode call about Spanish police find 8,000 pounds of stolen oranges at a traffic stop. Now, look at this picture here, guys. That's not like we got a pickup truck of it. It is the back seat of a car.
Tom,
My phone is going
what
off.
in the world?
I don't know who's calling me.
Answer it live. You got to answer it live.
All right.
Yeah, you do.
Hello, you're live on the air with Tom and Mark. You're live on the air with Tom and Mark. It was a telemarketer. I found that I use that more now that I figured out to do it. Like, oh, it's a telemarketer.
You know, the telemarketers are really, really bad lately. You know, hello, this is the IRS. We have 4 warrants for your arrest, and if you don't call back this number in New York, you know, we're going to send the IRS out.
But don't worry, we accept Target gift cards, they say.
Yeah.
You can give $400 in Target gift cards to the IRS.
That'll work.
So
That'll
I
do.
called the police department. I said, what should I do? You want this number? And they said, no, report them to the Chamber of Commerce or the, you know, and then you go online and like there's no place to report it, you know. So, I mean, the telemarketers are terrible right now.
Yeah,
You know, they're going to have to pass some laws.
They did.
they did, and now they switch numbers so
They don't,
much.
yeah.
And now they figured out technology that makes it look like a number close
it
to
makes
your
it
number.
look like they're calling from your area code, even
It's
though
all-
they're not.
Yeah, it's all robocalls.
If you
too.
call that number back, it's actually someone's phone number, and they are not the ones that called you.
I've had
They
people
have no
call me
clue.
and say,
Oh,
I got a
really?
telemarketer using your phone number.
Yeah.
Wow.
I never knew the IRS had so many people from India working for them.
Oh, yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Aren't you
Trying
the
to collect
United
money.
States? But
don't even get me started on that, man.
oh, yeah. Molly got outsourced to India.
Oh,
working-
did you?
Most of our IT in our company has been outsourced to India. I'm one of the few survivors.
Excellent. All right. Well, what is this guy doing with...
That looks like a prank that someone played, like an expensive prank. He actually stole them.
I think the Milwaukee Bucks were there. You know, they filled up the one guy's car with all the popcorn. Maybe they moved from popcorn to oranges.
To oranges?
Or just would be easier to clean out of your car.
Yeah.
Until the flies get to him.
A lot of juice. Yeah, who's got the vodka?
Right?
Yeah, there we go. The car behind him was full of vodka sloshing around the bottom. It wasn't in bottles, it was just poured. So, all right. Police became suspicious of vehicles, it was more than one vehicle, driving in a convoy at night.
A convoy of
A convoy.
oranges in your back seat.
Why oranges?
How did you get them? Did you pick them?
Or steal them from an orange truck?
Seville.
Wow. I could understand if it was like olives. And then you could then you could make martinis.
Oh, I
That's some of
thought you
the
were thinking
best
olive
olives.
oil.
Olive oil?
No.
Do you know what extra virgin olive oil is?
No, what is it?
Really ugly olives.
Dun.
All right. Here's another one. This might be religious, so we're going to tread lightly here. We don't talk religious politics or Brett Favre on the show. That's the taboo jar.
3
up there.
taboos.
Pastor killed by crocodile during water baptism.
Wow, that's dangerous.
Look at that. That's a croc.
So he was in this water dunking people and baptizing them, and
Pastor Docho Eshete was baptizing at least 80 members. He got to one, and then the second guy got it. and him.
They both,
It
Hold
killed
on.
both of them?
wow.
Yeah. Oh, this is gonna be one of them continue reading on a different page things.
I hate those.
Yeah, I should have looked at it more.
Hmm.
It says he baptized the first person. Everything went great. Then he passed on to the next person. Because I guess if you got to do 80s, you need an assembly line.
Yeah.
You got to
You're next.
McDonaldize that.
Next.
So the croc got both?
A local resident, all of a sudden, the croc jumped out of the lake and, it just got the pastor.
Just got the pasture. Wow.
Well, if it jumped out of the lake, it's not getting the person who's held under,
Yeah.
which would have been an easier nab.
Wow.
So the patcher derived pastor injuries on his legs, back, and hands despite the efforts of the congregation, fishermen, and residents trying to save him. So they had 80 people beating on it. You can't even get it. How many people would it take to beat a croc?
Well, if it's already got him in its, like, jaw, they've got those, like, clamp jaws, like...
Like a crocodile's jaw.
Yeah.
I mean, was
But
it
how do you
good?
pry their, their
You
jaws
should have
apart once
listened to
they're
the
shut, is what I'm saying.
tick-tock of the croc. Tick-tock, tick-tock,
Yeah.
you know.
Because that's how he got Captain Hook.
Yeah.
All right, so...
That's
Oh, yeah.
crazy.
By the way, Universe, since I had to continue reading to go here, it added one sentence, but like 1,200 ads.
That's, yep,
That is Fox News.
sounds about right.
So we'll play a quick little game here that we like to do on Off the Rails. We do a game called Would You Rather,
Ooh.
and it's just fun. So,
John's excited about this.
Yeah?
John,
Yeah, John.
John, would you rather? All right,
you gotta
Marley's,
pick one out of the middle.
pick one out of the middle.
Of what?
These are pre-written cards.
They're little cards,
Oh.
and they're just meant to be a fun game, or we use them just as a conversation.
Yeah.
We always get some
you
fun
usually get
conversation.
conversations going after these. so.
Okay. I'd
We'll
rather
s-
play Monopoly.
You don't have to talk anymore.
Capitalist.
All right. Let's see. I have a, would you rather dig a 30-foot deep hole with a shovel or a 5-foot deep hole with your hands?
Ooh.
Neither.
30?
It's what?
But if
Yeah,
I have
good
to
one.
pick one,
Yeah.
5-foot hole with my hand.
Okay.
To
30
me-
feet.
Well, it depends on how hard the ground
That's what I
is.
was
Yeah,
just
can
going
I
to say. It
come
depends
with a
on what
hose?
you're digging through.
Yeah, but how do you like throwing the dirt up?
You get about 10 feet and come back down, and you just be at a 10-foot hole all day.
Yeah, but is it really hard-packed dirt that's just going to...
Okay, I'll say
Or
you
is
can
it-
bring a hose.
Well, if you were in Newburgh,
It's
Sand.
just sand.
it's sand.
Yeah.
So
That's pretty heavy.
you're
Well, I'll
What
take
would
a
you rather
5-foot
do
hole
there,
through
Roy?
sand.
I'd rather have a root canal.
All right. How wide does the hole have to be? 5 feet with your just straight arms? I don't know. I think I could do that pretty fast.
good.
And then I'd probably stop chewing my nails for a couple days. All right.
Okay,
Ma.
so these have different categories.
Well,
Oh, okay. Would you rather have live for 10 additional years at the top of your game or for 30 additional years in which you have moments of brilliance amidst trials and tragedies?
That's called life.
yeah,
Life
but you
is
get to
full of
add
that.
either 10 more years in your prime when John was slaying Tang.
You know, John was a wrestler in high school, and he was going
Beat every
to
girl.
Yep.
going to state until I broke his ankle.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Tame and Strange.
Yeah, and then when they cut my leg off,
Okay.
I was going to have my ankle.
Is that
my
still from
foot.
the ankle injury you gave him? It never
Yeah.
healed. He
I wanted-
finally just got it cut off. 'cause
Actually,
it would-
he has these stories. Go ahead, John.
I
Okay.
wanted to have my ankle bronzed and give
Okay.
it to Roy so he could put
Like
it
a
on
trophy.
his mantle.
After they cut it off?
or no, you should have put it on the wall like a deer
well, I
head.
had it on.
Oh, shush, John.
It's like bronze, like your little
Now
shoes
he's
were
sassy.
bronze.
Yeah, now he's getting ditzy.
Actually, I broke his other ankle,
Okay.
not the one that.
Oh no!
no, I did not break
You
your
broke
left
this one
ankle.
because I could drive a car. You try driving a car with your left foot alone. You wouldn't be able to do it.
John, you worked at Aldrich Chemical, and you walked around in all kinds of different
I never
chemicals.
worked at Aldrich Chemical.
Oh, where'd you work?
I don't know.
Yeah, all right.
Oh,
Well, John
That was a
actually.
long time ago.
Hercules,
Okay.
now
Hercules.
known as Ashland Chemical.
All right. Well, after you broke his ankle, John just chose to cut the leg off. He's like, I'll see that goddamn son of a bitch right now.
Well,
It's a robot leg. He's not breaking this ever again.
what was nice is I was growing, and we had to stay at a certain weight. So Roy had to take my
Oh yeah,
place.
I was normally like 165 and John was 138, and so John was going to go to state. John was a very, very good wrestler, along with Frank Sussler and Davey Colton. Shout out
yeah.
to Sussler.
Shout out.
He's a pastor. I wonder if he ever baptized anybody in a river and a crocodile attacked him. But anyway, but these three guys are going to go to state. And so Borzakowski, great name for a coach,
Borzo.
Borzo, he
Borzo.
came to me and said, okay, you broke his ankle, and you weren't even supposed to be out because you were on the play for My Fair Lady, and you just kind of came in and got his foot stuck between the two mats. So he made me go down to 138. So I spent my senior year in the
Spitting in a bucket.
spitting in the bucket, in the showers, and there'd be John. I'd go in
I
the,
spent my senior year
Eating.
in the lunchroom.
in the lunchroom eating. And, yeah, but I did not break the ankle that
He was still trying to get girls. You know what? I'll starve them out. They got to come here sometime. The patient approach to getting women.
John was.
Then I don't have to buy him.
John was a chick magnet.
Yeah, I bet he was.
Yeah.
a
He
chick
still is.
maggot.
A tick magnet.
All right. Now,
Want to do another one? Let's see.
do another one. And sorry, universe, for the summer sounds you might be hearing out there. Grafton just decided to mow this block right during when we started the show.
Yeah.
So, is that someone's phone?
I don't know.
What was that?
I have no idea.
Is that wind chimes?
Oh, that's my front door. I have one of those Ring doorbells on my front door.
Oh, with the camera so you
Yeah,
can see?
with the cameras.
Okay.
And I have 8 grandkids.
Someone's at your house ringing your doorbell.
Somebody's at my house ringing the doorbell.
That's
Now, I
pretty
can-
cool.
That's very
It's
important
technology,
to know.
man. That's all us millennials do this.
Oh, boy.
It's the Apple peephole.
Actually, it's my 4-year-old grandson. Finian, get out of there.
Yeah?
You can see him.
Does your
Yeah, it takes
phone ring
pictures.
when your bidet goes on?
No, but we do have a light on our, you get a light in the toilet.
You
My
use a
wife,
bidet?
oh, not on the bidet, on the toilet itself.
You got the cleanest asshole in here.
Well, I probably do
Open the
because
door up in the toilet.
Yeah.
actually I have 8 shower heads in my shower
Oh,
and a
man.
steam room.
Nice.
So it's like a car wash. You just walk in there, but take a steamer every day. I got used to that for wrestling because I spent my senior year in
In a
a steamer trying to lose weight. So
Oh, that was fun.
yeah,
gonna
that
suck
was fun.
staying at
Why John was eating, Here, you want another dessert, John?
Yeah.
It's gonna suck staying at a hotel then and using a normal shower.
No, yeah, I like to go home because I can push it. It's a Kohler. Can I say Kohler?
Yeah.
You
It's a
can say what you
Kohler.
want.
It's about as big as a briefcase, and you push it, and then it takes like 5 minutes, and it gets up to 110 degrees, and then
That's hooked up to your bidet?
you got
With
steam
8
coming out
knives.
of
After
your
the water
asshole.
hits it, I like to steam it dry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Steam
steam
clean.
permanent press.
Now that's a hell of a salesman. He can sell you an asshole steamer.
Asshole steamer.
Oh.
You want a house with an asshole steamer.
And there has to
That's
be a
living.
light on
No.
your toilet now.
But I'm telling, no, whatever you do, get multiple heads on your shower, and then you can just like turn around like in a car wash.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Yeah. And make sure that your bathroom door opens up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Last time I went to the bathroom at
Oh, that
Roy's
was in a
house,
different bathroom.
I closed the door.
Did you get stuck?
And I was stuck in there for 45 minutes.
Well, everyone else
And
is like,
nobody-
what the heck is John doing in
And
there?
nobody was there
Johnny's
except me.
home, so John walked in and he goes to the powder room, and we've kind of made a closet into a powder room. It's a 1908 house, and the doorknob was stuck. John was in there for 45 minutes. That almost was as good as the time that John was doing the roof on my garage.
Oh,
Yeah, and he had a ladder up there, and he went up there, and his leg fell off. Well, you cannot climb down a ladder with one leg.
Well, that's when you got to do a handstand and go down on your arms.
It's not called climbing, it's called hopping.
Hopping.
You can't hop. So I got home, it's like 100 degrees out, and John's
yeah.
like sweating up there. What are you doing on my roof?
Just throw me a bottle of water before we talk. I'm sunburned.
Throw me my leg.
Throw me my leg.
Now, how do you throw one of these? What's a good weight? Let's flip it.
I love to watch John tap dance, so
Yeah.
he goes around in circles.
Click, ting, click, ting, click, 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 ting.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I gotta have a dancing leg.
I've told Tom I thought Klunk was your nickname.
Yep.
I had a roommate in college for 6 months. He says, "Hey, Klunk, what's your last name?"
I thought it was a nickname.
That's my nickname.
Yeah.
Did you ever
No,
have
his
a
last name
nickname?
is Klunk.
Recess.
Recess?
Yeah.
After the monkey?
Yes. Because my ears used to be small.
Yeah.
And recess monkeys have small ears.
Oh. Until you got cauliflower ears from
And I got
wrestling.
cauliflower ears.
Oh, yeah.
Tom, did you have a nickname? Or do you have a nickname?
Uncle Tom
Uncle
Or
Tom?
Mo.
or Love God.
Oh, love
His
God.
dad calls him Mo. It's short for moron.
Moron.
It's a very loving
The
nickname.
only guy in my family who graduated from college and went to med school. But I'm moron.
Yeah.
Hey, Mo.
No.
And Molly, do you have a nickname?
More on that later.
It's a big easy.
My grandpa had called me Putz at
Putz?
one point. Putz is a.
I'd call
I'm
you
a
Mao.
Putz.
What
Mao.
was your
Mao is
nickname?
my
Oh,
friends
you,
call
have,
me
you
Mao.
look like
Mao.
a guy who's had a couple nicknames.
I've had Duke when I was little.
Duke?
Yeah, my uncle used to call me Duke, and then he had found out he had a dog named Duke.
Okay.
Come here, Duke. Come here, Duke. And I go running,
Yeah.
you know.
How
So it
about
was
Rug?
Rug. I had a nickname. Eddie McAllister got so drunk in high school, and we used to call him Fast Eddie McAllister.
Yep.
Fast Eddie was an Irish guy, and he had dark hair and he had blue eyes. He was John and mine good friend, Vietnam vet. Sorry, Eddie.
Johnny Blue Eyes.
Yeah. So Eddie has passed, but Eddie we had 742 people in our graduating class, and Eddie was 741. Only
Yep.
Paul Biggie was, who was 28 years old, was older than him. So Eddie was 741, but Eddie used to walk up to girls, and he had these just darting blue eyes, and girls used to come up to me and John and say, "Do you know Eddie McAllister?" And I say, "Yeah." "Why?" And they say, "Would you stop? Tell him to stop looking at me like I don't have any clothes on." You know, because he was Eddie, he was a funny guy.
True.
Fast
That's awesome.
Eddie McAllister.
Yep.
So, but he called me Rug because he couldn't pronounce Roy after he drank a lot.
You got to drink a lot to not even pronounce Roy.
Rug. I was Rug with 2 G's.
Yeah.
And then I was Downtown Roy.
Down pound?
Downtown.
Downtown Roy.
Downtown.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's because I would go downtown a lot. You know?
On chicks?
No. No.
That's what
I would go downtown because when I
Stop
first
thinking of that now. I was the
What you
youngest
gonna
guy
do?
in my group of friends that went downtown.
No, I'd go downtown when I first started real estate because we didn't have fax machines and we didn't have, we didn't have technology. The internet wasn't around. It was a long time ago, and so I would go downtown to pick up stuff from the Register of Deeds, things like that, and look up property. So I was always going back and forth between downtown. So I was downtown Roy.
All right.
But it's amazing how technology has changed things. And I mean, you guys, when you guys were born, there probably wasn't fax machines. I remember seeing the first machine. I was on a plane, and I said, "What is that?" And he said, "Well, it's called a facsimile machine. I'm going to make $50 off every one that they make in China. And I said, how does it work? He said, you put a phone in here and you just send it. And then it comes out the other end. And
Yeah.
by that time, we had FedExpress, which
Okay.
was overnight stuff. Then I had another guy, he was from Kentucky, and he said, I'm going to do hams. I said, what do you mean you're going to do hams? I'm going to start a ham store. I said, well, are you going to sell anything else? No, just hams.
Just ham.
Just hams.
ham.
And I said,
You got any bologna? No.
No, just
This is
hams.
just hams. That's
Just
the name of
hams. And they get stars like batteries. The only thing we sell
Yeah.
is batteries.
Yeah, Battery Plus.
Battery plus. I mean, it's like,
The hula hoop store.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's all they sell. is
What would
hula
you
hoops.
sell, John? I mean, if you could have a store, what would you sell?
Hot air balloons.
Hot air balloons.
So I only got to sell one a year.
Yeah.
That's because I love working.
Oh yeah, that would be good if you had a good profit margin on something.
Yeah.
I'm like Roy. I sell fun.
Sell fun.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Here
Let's-
comes some more fun.
Okay.
You don't
here we-
have to answer it live.
Oh yeah,
if you,
I love it.
especially if it's someone you don't know.
Heartland, Wisconsin.
Oh, I get those all the time. It's the Breast Association,
Hello, you are live on the podcast.
and you're
Tom,
calling
off the
number
rails with
10.
Tom.
Off the rail with Tom and Mark.
Hey, Roy Tyler.
Hey, Tyler, you say hi. You're on a podcast with Tom and Mark.
Oh, is that so?
Say hi to Tom.
Hi,
What's podcast?
off the rails with Tom and Mark.
Off the rails with Tom and Mark. Google us.
Should have had him on. He talked more than I did.
This is Tyler. Hey, Tyler, I'll give you a call back when we're off.
Well, tell them why. If your phone rings during the show, you have to answer it on
Sounds
speaker.
good.
If the phone rings during the show, you got to answer it. But you're probably calling about our big seminar tomorrow that you're going to do, right?
Yep, I was wondering about that, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I'll give you a call after the podcast is over.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Good.
Bye.
Bye.
What's your seminar about?
Oh, tomorrow we're doing a life
We can
coach.
wrap it up here and let's talk about your seminar and your business a little bit. Plug that.
Yeah, Kevin Messerschmidt, who is a transformational coach, is doing a seminar for me tomorrow, and he is a neuro-linguistic programmer, kind of like a Tony Robbins guy.
Awesome.
Okay.
And his whole thing is he's a coach and how to balance your life. But I mean, it's not all about work. It's not all about money. It's not all about fun.
He teaches you how to juggle.
You got to juggle and balance. So Kevin is doing it, and Adam Deputy, who's a great mortgage person with Tyler, and they are sponsoring it, and we're doing it tomorrow. Of course, I don't know why I'm saying this. This is being recorded.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Anyway,
we're going to talk about it, later.
Yeah,
Does that
but-
come with a free dinner?
free lunch.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Where's that?
Careful
at?
of free lunches. Yeah. For your mouth.
yeah, it's gonna be
Okay, everybody.
John loves lunch. No, anyway, we're doing it tomorrow at my New Berlin office of Caldwell Banker Home Sale Realty,
And you're
one of our
invited.
3 offices.
Yep.
And you can reach me at Roy, R-O-Y, at cbhsr.com. And we're always looking for good real estate people.
Okay. So, all right. Well, thank you guys for coming. I know we got to get you out of here. So, Universe, it was a shorter podcast. And Molly, why don't we just start changing the reads and giving the one name and then list what it is?
Well, wait, I have all afternoon. We could just sit here.
all right.
All right. I gotta get to
I'll
work.
see you later, John.
Well, so we've rebranded. We've changed our name to Off the Rails with Tom and Mark, and it's Off the Rails TM on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, our website, email address, everything.
Everything. And TM stands for Tom and Mark.
Is it
And
on here?
that has the old one, but since we own the old one, it
It'll
gets
go
shipped
to
to
the new one.
It will
Okay.
go to the new one, and we're gonna make new cards.
We just haven't made new cards yet because we
Yeah.
recently did this. And
Cool.
we still got a ton of cards, so we're like, if it still works, let's just hand these out. So, all right, thank you guys for coming. Thank you, John. Thank you, Roy. And remember, Universe, we're not good enough for you.
Bye.
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 Right, cool.
Oh, that was fun.
Good. Thank you.
Yeah, you had a good time?
Yeah, that's a good time.
It's fun.